been thinking a lot about life and other things that we go throughout life, and the way people might feel right now with the current situation worldwide. And it's like, what can you do to help yourself to make your life better when things are the way they are? And I'm not sure what I can do to make things better for myself. And then it's like, you think about what's not helping with life right now. And I think a lot of what's not helping right now is not being able to have freedom and not be able to do what you want to do to get where you want to go. But we get media shoved down our throat about this, that and the other, and how this is bad, don't do this, don't do that. And I don't think it's helping anyone. I'm yet to hear about the statistics of what this has done to people's mental health, and I think about it a lot. Like, I've been through a lot in my life. I've felt like turning myself off a few times, and I haven't yet. I sometimes wonder why I haven't. I've tried to do many different things throughout my life to get somewhere, and I've got nowhere. And I wonder, what's my purpose in this world? Was I just brought here for the sake of it? Was I put here for a reason? Do I have a purpose? And then when you think about things the way I do, the only way you can make purpose is to make your own purpose. And the only way to make a purpose is to make a plan, what you're going to do with your life to make it better. And several times I've been concentrating on one path and got nowhere. So that's something else I think we all need to think about sometimes. Are we following the right path? Are we going where we want to go? Are we doing what's going to make us happy? And I think in this time, even though it's depressing and we could lose family members, friends, we've lost contact with loved ones, we haven't seen loved ones for several months, even a year now, or it's coming up to that. What can we do to improve ourselves so once this is over we can get to where we want to go? I think this is a good time to reflect on what we have done and what we haven't done, but not to dwell on things that we, like, many people must think of things that they've done and it's like, why did I do this? What have I done? And then you think about that for ages, but you're not thinking about what you've done up to that point. I think we all make mistakes. I think humans have been made in such a way that our lifetimes we are all gonna make a serious mistake. We're gonna regret. We're gonna make little mistakes. We're gonna make big mistakes. The only thing you can do is concentrate on how to make yourself better, and not to concentrate on the things that you've done that were weird, a mistake, you regret. And we live in the future. Like, we don't live in the past. We can't change the past. We can change the future. And sometimes people can't think. I can't think. I just think, well, right now, the way things are going, I'm never going to get where I want to go. So why don't I just turn myself off? Then I won't have to think. I won't have to do anything. But then am I robbing myself of a life I could have had? Am I robbing myself of experiences I could experience by just turning it off right now? Am I just ending it. That's it. No more, nothing. We don't know if there's something. We don't know if there's nothing. So what I suggest most people should do in this time, if you can't get nowhere, you haven't got money, think about where you want to go, what you want to do, because this life we have is pretty short, and a lot of things I want to do, I don't have the money to do, or I need to get a qualification, and just going through all of that, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to ever do it. So I've got to find something I can do and will enjoy in the time I've got, because we don't know what might happen tomorrow. And if you was to go tomorrow, would you be pleased? It's like if I turn myself off now, would I be happy with what I've got to? Not really. I haven't done nothing in my life. I'm nearly, all this year, 28. I haven't got anything that I think's an achievement. And if I turn myself off now, am I going to be achieving? What am I achieving if I turn myself off now? That's it, it's the end, nothing. But what could I achieve? It's just, I sometimes think that I can't achieve nothing, and I won't achieve nothing and I'll get nowhere. But is that the truth? Is that what's going to happen? Is that what might happen? I've been ill most of my life since before I left school, and I've been in bed a lot of the time. I've not had energy, I haven't made friends, I haven't done this, I haven't done that, I haven't done what a lot of people have done. So in turn, I've lost out on time I could have worked and built experience and had a CV with no gaps on it. But now I have a CV with many gaps on it, and I can't seem to get anywhere, because the way things work, they see a CV with lots of space on it, and what did I do in that time? Well, am I lazy? Am I a junkie? Am I this? Am I that? Am I the other? And no one knows that, and there's nothing I can put on a CV that's going to change some algorithm's mind into putting my CV near the top with people who now currently, there's going to be so many people who were working a few months ago, last year, 2019, their whole life, and then nothing. So we're going to have even more people applying for a job that I'm just not going to get. And I sometimes think of things that I can do with my life that don't involve applying for that job that hundreds of thousands of people are applying for. What could I do? And I think sometimes we all have something inside us we want to do, we want to achieve. There's some goal, but we get told, oh, you can't do that. That's not possible. You can't do this. You can't do that. Oh, he tried it. Look what happened to him. There'll be people who are so scared of changing. And when you get a job, so you apply for a job, any supermarket, whatever, you get that job, that's it. You have no control of anything else. You just go to work, you work there. But if you find something and create something yourself, a pathway that's separate from following that pathway, you're not in control of nothing. You just go to work, you wake up, go to sleep, go to work. If you can make your life better by planning and following a plan, don't listen to anyone who's going, no, you can't do it, you can't do it. No one's done this, no one's done that. What about the people who have done things? Like, could you imagine if someone, for example, off the top of my head right now, I can think of Elon Musk, someone said to him, don't do this, don't do that, and then he actually went, I can't do this, I should just stop. Would he have done what he's done today? If you look, he launches rockets into space. How many people have told him, no, you can't do that, it's not possible, don't do that, you're wasting your time? And he's launched rockets. And how many people get told, you can't be a spaceman because only a few people can do this, you can't do that because that's just near impossible, it's just not possible. Like, how many people get told that every day? And it ruins their life. They get into this job which everyone's applying for. You get put into a system of just, you feel like you're worthless, you can't do anything with yourself. And that's the problem with society and the world and life and humans. We love to put on others our opinions of what they can and can't do, when they themselves may have achieved not much. So who am I to tell the next person they can't achieve this, they can't achieve that, when I haven't achieved their goal, I haven't even come close to, I don't even want to. So I think we all should learn that we can do stuff and not to listen to people, because most of the time if someone's saying you can't do that, that's not possible, do you really want to? It's because they don't want to. So what you should do is go ahead and try it. Especially now, you could have been working in supermarkets or wherever your whole life and got nowhere. You might not be where you want to be right now, and you might be feeling the same as me. You're like, why don't I just switch off now? Why don't I just turn it off? Why don't I stop it? Because I'm not going to get to where I want to go. And the thing is, when you get told enough times you can't do this, you can't do that, you won't do this, you won't do that, you end up transforming your mind into a place where your thoughts are unachievable, goals are unobtainable, and you don't plan anything. And when you don't plan anything, you can't go nowhere, because it's like you can't build a house without blueprints. Like you can't get somewhere in life without planning certain stages, because you could have ideas to do something, but unless you plan it, you're not going to get there. Because I could say right now, I'm going to do this, but then I go and do that, and then I ruin doing this because I went and done that, and because I didn't plan it and I didn't write it down. I didn't go, well, this is what I do and this is what I expect to achieve by this date, and if I don't achieve it by this date, I'm going to do this. And without a plan and without nothing, you're just going to be sitting there sad and feeling how I feel now. And it's just, what can I do to change the way I feel now? And it's just, it's weird. Life's weird. It's just weird. The whole thing's weird. But yeah, I just thought I'd speak that, and maybe it would help someone who feels the same way. What can I do now? Shall I turn myself off now? The answer is you probably should not. And you should probably plan and see where that takes you. Make a serious plan that maybe you don't tell anyone about, because you never know, they might tell you, nah mate, that's not possible. But it could be possible. It is possible if you plan it and you follow it through. If you don't listen to people who are telling you you can't do it, you should be able to achieve it. There's people who are probably like Elon Musk, being told they can't do this, they can't do that, but they achieve it. And that's not to say, well, he's the only one who can achieve it. You can achieve it too. He's human, you're human. It's just sometimes you might have to go back to school, you might have to do this, you might have to save that, you might have to spend $5,000 on this or that. But if you want to do it, do it. Save up the money, go to school, go to college, do whatever, try your best to do what you want to do. And at least going towards that goal, you can feel some sort of achievement, instead of waking up every day, going to work, being depressed, listening to some knobhead stories of getting pissed up and pissed all over the place and throwing up over his mates. Like, no one wants to hear that, no one wants to do that. But then again, I don't drink, I don't really do drugs. Well, I don't do drugs, I get prescribed drugs, but that's different. So I'm gonna go. I hope you have a nice day. I hope you take care of yourselves, and goodbye. I'm gonna breathe and I'm gonna go.